1001, 1002, 1003, 1004 and 1005. Okay, FTC, here is your required disclaimer. All right, satisfied. But to show you how law-abiding I really am, here another full second for your listening and watching pleasure. Ready? 1006. Brothers and sisters, congratulations. Friday is upon us. Yes, it is. It's time to pour yourself a stiff one. You know, not for nothing, but I put 40 hours of coal shoveling in this week. And every night, without fail, after 8 hours of coal shoveling, I came home, turned on my PC, opened up my charts, and for hours pretended that I knew what I was talking about. I did, goddammit, didn't I? So, you know something, if you don't congratulate yourself on your accomplishments, then who will? Forgive me if I'm giving myself a pat on the shoulder. Screw it, I deserve it. Yes, I said it. But it's Friday night. It's time to make plans for the weekend, if you haven't made them yet. Maybe I will ask Betsy from the cafeteria out. Maybe more about Betsy later. Now, you're saying this is all fine and dandy, but what about trading, goddammit? You're saying we didn't come here to listen about your romantic pursuits. Well, that's what you're saying, and I'm saying relax. It's Friday, for God's sake. If you're so uptight on Friday then, on Monday, I don't want to be anywhere near you. Just relax. Okay, now, let's open up our charts and take a look-see. All right. This is what we have cooking. We have open trades on all 4 instruments that we're allowed to trade. Well, how about that? Not too shabby. I say not too shabby. Cheers, brothers and sisters. Euro US dollar. My entry was around what ITC calls optimal trade entry zone. You see these white lines? That's where I mocked sort of ITC's optimal trade entry levels. Sort of. You can say levels inspired by ITC's optimal trade entry levels. Okay, and also it happens to be a bump on the volume profile, so that reinforced this trade idea. And my hope is that this trade will run all the way to this big bump. It might stop at this bump right below the big one, yes, that could happen, and I'll be watching for that. But my ultimate hope is that it will run to this big volume bump. Okay, moving on, S&P 500 index. What have we got there? As a matter of fact, let's trail this trade, because we're coming upon this big fat red fair value gap and there is a potential for reversal. And now that we have secured it, we can move our target higher. Okay, let's take a look at gold. Who doesn't like gold? I bet Betsy loves gold, but more about Betsy later. I for sure love gold. Whenever I'm dealing with gold, I feel like a pirate. I feel like Fernando Cortez, goddammit. Cheers to you, brothers and sisters. So, my hope is that gold will bounce off this level right here and go up to at least this red fair value gap. Okay, moving on. Oh, bad boy Bitcoin. He is a bad boy, isn't he? Okay, it's pumping, all right. We call him bad boy for a reason. I was a little confused last night, because it suddenly started selling off like crazy. I checked the financial juice, no news, what the hell? So, I started researching, and it turns out that there was a massive move of Bitcoin into hot wallets, a move on the scale of $100 million, and that scared cryptocurrency traders, so they started selling off. Well, brothers and sisters, what's my favorite juice? That's right, financial juice, and despite all of it, it is still my favorite juice. But brothers and sisters, as far as cryptocurrencies, let's face it, it's not that great. So, since Bitcoin is my new bad boy, I got to figure out a source for news that is appropriate for cryptos. Okay, this is where we stand on this lovely Friday evening, March 15th, 2024. Brothers and sisters, cheers to you. Please enjoy your weekend. And tomorrow please join me for beer and pizza. That's what my doctor tells me I should have every Saturday. And I always do as my doctor tells me, without fail. And so should you. Tomorrow evening, as I indulge myself in beer and pizza extravaganza, I will also lay down my plans for world domination, namely, my trading ideas for next week. Yeah, tomorrow evening, let's say in the 5 to 9 p.m. window. Be there or be square. Hey, what's wrong with Squays, you may ask? Good question, nothing. As far as I'm concerned, brothers and sisters, so long.